Hello, everyone. This is my Chapter 1 assignment for Marketing 123, where we need to discuss the value or the perception of value from the customer standpoint or at least my customer perception of going to Mitchell, taking classes, etc., etc. I have to agree with Mr. Miller. I do feel like it is a good value. It's a good bang for your buck, both from the money standpoint as well as what you get out of it. Um, Most community colleges are considered cheaper than like a state university or something like that. So it definitely has its financial value for sure. But also on top of that, the level of accommodation and the level of availability for classes in the evening, online, stuff like that, it really helps make it easy for someone like me who works full time. And when I say full time, I'm talking 50 hours a week is expected from the job that I do. We usually do about 45 to 50 hours a week. So trying to go to class is impossible. So being able to do it online in the evenings, as well as some of the other classes I'm taking this semester, I usually take 3, sometimes 4 if I'm feeling real froggy, but mostly 3. One of the classes I'm taking this semester is a in-house class, but because of COVID, it's online through Zoom and stuff like that. So it still works. It's like, oh, I can just sit at home and take these classes when I get off work. So I'd say the value is pretty good. You also get the knowledge and the skills that I've been in the industry that I've been in, which is a retail-based industry. It's the automotive industry at a dealership for well over 5 years now in the automotive or in this exact industry, and then I've been in the automotive industry in general since high school. So I'm very fluid and fluent in the language of the automotive industry, as well as just customer service in general. I worked at a grocery store, I worked at a hotel. I've always been in some type of customer facing situation for most of my jobs, save for like 1 or 2 of them where I was in the logistics department, shipping, receiving, stuff like that. But even then, it's still kind of customer facing because you're dealing with clients, with packages, deliveries, stuff like that. You're working with vendors, getting stuff checked in, picking stuff up, et cetera, et cetera. So it's always been some form of like customer facing or some type of conversational situation. So taking a lot of these classes, getting a business degree, and basically putting a piece of paper to put against the over a decade of knowledge and the over a decade of experience that I've got, it does help because it's like, oh, some of the things that I've been doing, I just picked up on, but I didn't really realize why or how. Now I'm understanding the concepts and the psychology and the logic behind it and going, oh, okay. So that's a good value to me, is like I'm learning new things that I already knew but didn't realize I knew, and then now understand what they are so I can then do them better and in a way that's going to be more powerful. And then on top of that, it's just the value of knowledge in general. It's information that I use with my coworkers and with my customers that then my coworkers see me doing and they pick up on it. So it's just kind of the gift that keeps on giving in a way. So yeah, I do find Mitchell's curriculum program in general very valuable. It would otherwise not, it provides something that I would otherwise not be able to do on my own otherwise. I can't go to a state school. I don't have the money for that. I work full time. So again, just kind of recapping that, I would never have time to do that. I can't go to a UNC Charlotte or something like that and sit in a classroom for 8 hours a day between multiple classes to get a degree. So this definitely provides an opportunity and a channel that I would not be able to do otherwise. So yeah, I would say overall, my perceived value of the program is very high. There are things that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like that whenever you have to deal with something, you have to go to the Statesville campus. They don't really do anything at the Mooresville campus other than like the bookstore and just basic stuff. Stuff that helps students when students need to be students, but not stuff that is the administrative side of it, I guess. Another thing that I'm not a huge fan of is I feel like whenever I email people, there's a delay, or sometimes they don't even reply, and you kind of have to like be on top of things. But that's all small stuff that I can deal with. That's frustrating, but not deal breaking. But otherwise, the negatives versus the positives outweigh the negatives probably tenfold. So, yeah, that's I guess kind of what I look into and how I feel. So, TRDL, the value is very good. My perception of the value is very high, and I am very satisfied, pleased, content, insert adjective here, of the program. So, yep. If you have any questions or anything, by all means, give me a shout, and wait to hear for your feedback from y'all. Thank you.